What's going on, guys? Welcome to Gorilla X Retro Gaming. So today, and I'll actually timestamp this day. This is actually the 4th of July, so we celebrating our independence big time. So here we go, guys. This is the R43 Pro, and this handheld is, in my opinion, because of course you guys know I've unboxed it already, but we're gonna do a little quick unboxing. But this one is really nice, guys. It's cheap, don't get me wrong, it's cheap. I think right now I'm looking at AliExpress on the screen right here, and right now it's actually selling for $62.07. So of course you can possibly get it cheaper. I've seen stuff on, I've seen these on, I think I paid like $45 for this one. So I've seen them on AliExpress, and you just got to look around. When you get on AliExpress, you can look around. You can actually put R43 Pro in, and when you put that into the search bar, it'll bring up all the R43, everybody that's selling R43 Pros. It'll bring them up, and you'll see prices from $62. You'll even see these for $80. You go in and find the cheapest one that you're comfortable with paying for, and then of course you pick that one. The only thing I will tell you on AliExpress, guys, if you go on AliExpress and you see one left, don't buy it, because it's more than likely there's none left, and then they'll get your money, and then you'll be sitting there waiting months. Well, I ain't gonna say months, I'll just say weeks. You'll be waiting weeks to get your handheld. Then you might find out that they didn't have any more left. So if anything that's like, if they say they have like 7 or 8, that's probably cool. But I always look for, if like I'm looking at this one thing that I have in my basket, it's got 3 left. I'm kind of, I'll be kind of like, I don't know if I really want to purchase that, because sometimes those numbers be wrong, and I don't know if they actually update as soon as somebody purchase one. But anyway, getting back to what we're talking about, the R43 Pro. This one here is really nice, guys. I showed y'all the back of the box and around the sides of the box and stuff like that. Nothing really unique about this. SJ I guess. I don't know how you would pronounce that, but SJ. It's got video game on the front, and I did purchase. This looks like gray, but I have the transparent black is the one that I purchased. And of course it comes with, your USB to USB-C. This one here looks cheap. I'm gonna tell you guys, this one of them little thin ones like they had back in the days. Most of the big companies now, but most of the new retro companies, or the older ones, they give you the big thick ones now, and those you just, with a thicker cord, it charges a little bit faster. You get a little bit better charge. This little manual looks, let me see something. Okay, so English is on this side, so yeah, it's a little small manual. It's nothing to shout about. It just shows you all the parts of the system, everything there, and I guess it shows you a little bit of how it works. So since we're celebrating our independence, I'm gonna put this manual on the English side. There we go. All right, so we got English, because the last it was on it was set up on Chinese side. So all right, guys, let's check this thing out, man. Like I said, man, it's really nice. I actually really like it. Now the one thing that I really need to do is check that D-pad, because sometimes, man, I say I like something, and then I'll get to really playing with it, and then you find out little things like the D-pad is horrible. The D-pad is horrible. But I don't know about this one, but we're gonna put some Tekken on here. I'm not Tekken, some Tecmo Bowl, and I want to see if I get a good range of motion with this thing, if it reacts the way it's supposed to. If it doesn't, then I'll tell you guys that too. Love the buttons. Buttons feel good. Let me see something. Yeah, when you press one button, let me see something. Well, guys, you gotta understand too. I'm kind of looking at this, and I'm trying to think, is any of these other buttons moving? I don't know. When they do that, I call them cheap. You got your volume right here, your plus and your minus. You got a D-pad. I mean, you got your two analog sticks, which is pretty good to have this on this system. I like this wide screen. You have your home button and your D-pad, of course. The D-pad feels really good. Transparent, you can actually see through here, which is pretty nice. That's one of the things I like. And man, you got a gigantic battery back here, and they must have made this thing wide enough to fit this big old battery, because this thing is humongous, man. So let's see, nothing is on the sides of the handheld. Nothing's on the sides. I showed you the front. Nothing on top. Now on the bottom we have DC for charging. You have your on-off switch right here for the system. You have your 3.5mm jack right here, and of course right here you have your TF card, and it only supports one TF card, and we'll go over the specs in 1 second. You have your L1 and your L2 and your R1 and your R2 buttons, and this thing fits if you have big hands to medium-sized hands. I think it fits really good. Not, you know, of course, when you're playing a handheld, let me see, I'll pull this one out, one like this. Okay, so of course this right here, let me make sure I'm saying this right, because this is the Mayu Mini right here Plus. This is the Mayu Mini Plus, because I actually have the Android's answer to this one. I have that one sitting up there too. Now right here, this is what I'm looking at. Okay, so this little handheld right here, and this right here, you can get this from Palm Fun, and he's actually, this, I shouldn't say he, but this company is actually on AliExpress also. This thing here is like a 3-in-1, but we're not talking about that today. I just wanted to show you the difference in this little bitty handheld and how small it is compared to this one. So of course, hand size is pretty important to me, even though like this right here is not the most comfortable thing for me to be able to play this like this. So of course I'll buy things like this to even a score, you see. So now it's a lot more comfortable for me, you know. Even put my fingers on the back for my shoulder buttons, everything fits really good. Okay, so this one came from Palm Fun. And so the handheld actually goes inside of here too to protect it, but this thing, you can do so much with it. And here I go talking about something else that we're not, but you know, of course guys, I get excited about these things. You can actually play it this way too. But yeah, just showing you hand size. This one here is much harder to play with somebody with large hands. Maybe medium hands will probably be perfect to play this one, and small hands can play this one too. But of course, when you got one that's this big, you know what I'm saying, and we go, you know, it just hand size. I think even small hands can play it. You can always adjust your hands. Now, will it be comfortable? Maybe not. It may not be comfortable, but the good thing about it, guys, this is retro handhelds, and guess what, man, you can always find one that will fit you and fit your hand size. It'll fit what you like in a handheld. This screen right here is not the best. Okay, now you can see every angle really good on this thing. You can see every angle. There's no and I don't even see people making screens like that anymore that we're looking at, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to look at a $5 handheld. I mean, of course, if it's $15 to $20 and it's really good, I would look at it. You know, that's not a big deal, but I'm talking about stuff that's really, really super cheap. So this one here, let's look at the specs real quick. All right, so this thing, it comes with 5,000 plus games. I'm pretty sure this thing has more than that. This thing probably has about maybe six or 7,000 games, maybe even 10, guys. I didn't count, but I know it has a lot. And so you got a mini USB. You got a mini USB as external controller interface. The screen resolution is 800 by 480. And let me see something. I just want to make sure everything is on there. This is an IPS screen. You know, I mean, it's a pretty screen, but it's not like one of those high def IPS screens. Operating system is Linux. This handheld supports Japanese, Spanish, English, Korean, simplified Chinese. Let's see, package Color display, yes. Display size 4.3 inch. So this is really nice. I really love the way you don't have no big bezels around this thing. This is probably all screen, guys. Mostly all screen. You might have a, I would say probably a 1/4 inch on each side bezels, which is really small. So I'm really happy about that. Now they say the brand name of this is TMJD MISS. I don't know what that means. This system was also made in China. Of course, I mean, I guess that's silly to even say that, but yeah, it's made in China. Let me see some other things. It says M18 open source, 4.3 inch 3D HD 4K joystick, retro arcade, PSP and PS1. We'll check those to make sure those play PSP and PS1. We'll start off with PSP because we have that on the front screen. We'll look at PS1, and we'll also look at NES. I love to try to see if they have Tecmo Bowl on here, and I can check that D-pad out. So yeah, so this is pretty nice, man. Look at all the systems on this thing. Look at all the systems. This is crazy. That's why I said, and something else I'm gonna say to you guys. Listen, when if you are just starting in retro gaming, if you're just starting out, look, if you buy 1 or 2 of these handhelds, guys, you should have everything you need. You should have it. And I'll say this here because I know in the past I've said you put this on your computer, take the card out, put it onto your computer. Now there's a way that you can actually clone a card. I'm not gonna tell y'all how to clone a card. Just look it up in Google. In Google, it'll bring you to everything you need to clone it. But here's the thing, guys. If you get 1 or 2 handhelds, this handheld right here has enough games on it, has the BIOS that you would need, has everything that you would need to kind of put everything aside, get you in. And what I do is I put my stuff on one of these Western Digital 2 terabyte drives, and I just keep my stuff on there. And you keep it on there, at least it's not going into your computer. You're putting it on a hard drive. Now if that hard drive crashes or something like that, you lose everything. Hey, that's kind of what it is. You can actually take your stuff and store it on a thumb drive if you feel more comfortable. You don't have to worry about the moving parts and stuff like that, and that way you'll have a copy of all of your stuff. But like I said, with this, if you're just getting into it and you start, I recommend you go to Retro Game Cores. The guy's name is Russ. He is one of the best on the internet right now doing reviews. He's got manuals and stuff that you can look at, and he will actually show you from point A to point B how to set a lot of this stuff up. RetroArch is one of the things. This is ran by RetroArch. You guys have to get to know a little bit about RetroArch, so it'll make it easy when you change it OSs, when you change it operating systems, or you just making changes to your handheld, or if something happens where you don't put this card up and you may want to flash new software, new operating systems on your card, and to show you how to do all of that, man. He shows you how to do all of that. I learned a lot of this stuff from watching his channel, and I will say, guys, he, like I said, on YouTube, he's my favorite. I have a couple other guys that's favorites of mine. Mad Little Pixel, he's really good. I like the fact that he really tells us straight about these handhelds. He don't take stuff from a lot of these places he don't take the stuff. He'll take some stuff because I think they send him stuff too, but you're definitely going to get a real review, and if it's a piece of crap, he'll tell you it's a piece of crap. Russ will also, so I mean, like I said, man, it's one of those things. So when you do get started in this, if you're a new person to it, then there you go, man. You have your whole setup right here. You just got to know how to push stuff. Just put everything together where it needs to be, and you'll have your setup for your next handheld. So let's go ahead and look at PSP first. And I'm not gonna do that God of War, man, because that thing takes forever. So let's see. Now this game here is pretty intense. So let's see how it runs. I'm gonna turn the volume up, and I'm gonna let you guys hear the volume as soon as we get in game. That's pretty low, but it sounds good. That's your speaker right there. No stuttering yet. And I don't know why this is in, look like it's in French. Yeah, it's in French. So this is, I don't like this, man. Let's see something. Africa, Asia, America. Nah, that didn't. Let's go back. Whatever. Let's just get in the game, man. This is foolish.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right, I'm starting to hear some cracking going on. Well, I don't know why. Let me see something. Let's go ahead. I want to play. I want to fight. Yeah, so right here the D-pad play is really good. Let's get out of that one. Let's go and actually the game didn't do a whole lot of cracking, so it played really good, guys. Let's go to let's play some PS1. Let's go to PlayStation. Let's find us a game. Never played that. Let's see what we got. And look like the games load pretty fast, which is really nice. Capcom. I don't really like that turbo. That's the one thing about some of these games, all that load, man, it just takes forever to load. Now the volume is a bit lower on this one, guys. I mean, you know, the volume is actually sound like it then got lower. Oh, don't sound like this one has no, it doesn't have any sound. I don't like that. So, you know, you get what you pay for, guys, on a lot of this stuff. Like I said, I paid $40-something for this, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't pay more than $40-something for this. There's no volume at all. So everything works good. It's weird playing it without sound. Put that bag of that foot on her, boy. I won't hit her with that. Are you kidding? I don't know, guys. I guess you could do it without music. I don't really like it without music, and the volume is much lower. Oh, all right. Come here. Come here. Man, she kicking me on point this time. Yeah, she got me that time. See if I can finish y'all off, guys. She ain't playing, boy. Yeah, she got me. Whatever. I don't like it anyway. I don't like it anyway with all this you know, no music, man. That's weird. I mean, they must have some bad ROMs or something on here. Let's quit this one. Now let's go back and let's find NES. And I want to play the original NES, not the other one. The other one they have here, NES-H, is NES hacks. So that's the stuff that somebody done put together. Look at this, Chinese games. They got almost, well, we talked about the number of games. This thing probably got about 4. They're saying that this thing has like 19. I don't know. This thing is showing like 18,000 NES games, which is foolish because I think they only had like 700 and something games for NES. But one of the things that is pretty, they have all of the box art look like it's got a lot of the box art, which is really nice. Let me see if I can find Tecmo Super Tecmo Bowl. Yeah, let's go with this one because let me see if they have music on this one. The sound is better on this particular game. See, I don't like that, guys. Let's see if this thing has let's see. I didn't want to do a season game. I just wanted to do right here. Yeah, man versus computer. Okay, I'm gonna go with my team, guys, the New Orleans Saints. That's where I'm from, New Orleans, baby. Let me see. Let's just go ahead with Indianapolis. See if we have sound. Yep, we have sound. Now, although this is one of my favorite NES games of all times, I'll say this here, guys. This right here, I can check this D-pad to see if this D-pad is any good, and just from the beginning, I can tell you this D-pad feels really good so far. So let's get into it. My watch is telling me get up and move. Put that pressure on him. Oh man, this dude here held me. Come here. Oh yeah. Oh man. Got him. Get that ball back. Get off me, boy. Get off me. Yeah, now we gonna check this D-pad, guys. I like to do it with my running. I got Ironhead about to run the ball now. Nobody wanted to tackle the boy back in the days. Look at that. Nobody wanted to tackle Ironhead. Oh, y'all do it like that there when y'all do it like that there when y'all got everybody coming. Go get that, boy. Go get it. Oh, the hell you ain't got that. My running back ain't got it. Yeah, that D-pad is good, guys. I will tell y'all this game right here being because you can go all over the screen, and you really have free reign to go all over the screen. See what I'm talking about? It's really good. Really good. Look. Big enough. Boy, Dalton Hilliard was a beast back in the days, guys. Y'all look him up. Y'all youngsters, look him up. Dalton Hilliard, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, A+ on the D-pad, guys. A+ on the D-pad. If you ever want to check a D-pad to see if that thing is good, I'm gonna show y'all a bad D-pad. Give me 1 second. Right in between this, I'm gonna show y'all a bad D-pad that I wouldn't. This system, I just wouldn't purchase it. Now, if I had the chance to, I just wouldn't purchase it. Of course, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna end up selling this one. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's just I just don't like the D-pad. This is the R40S. This was a clone. This was a clone handheld, and they cloned it really good. But like I said, man, the D-pad. And someone in the comments when I did the video on that one said that their D-pad was good. So maybe I got one with a bad D-pad. I don't know. It works to a certain extent, but it's like real light. It'll if sometimes it'll if, and sometimes it'll work pretty good. So I don't know. Maybe that's one I shouldn't say. I'll just give away. I don't know, but I'll see, guys, because this one that particular one, man, I really like the handheld itself, but I couldn't get past that D-pad, and everything else works really perfect on it. But I wouldn't pay more than I wouldn't pay more than $30 or $40 for that one too. No more. All right, guys, we're gonna close this video out in a minute. Come back here, boy. So yeah, so that's enough on that one. I was trying to look to see how far we done went, but anyway, guys, like I said, man, this is the R43 Pro, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I would buy this. This is a good one to buy. Let me show y'all one other thing before we go. Now this one here is the RG409 405V. I'm saying 409. So this is the RG405V. I'm gonna wipe that screen off because this one here is actually touchscreen. But I'm gonna wipe this off. I want to show you guys the difference. If you already have one of these, you know, you can kind of see that they are close. They are actually close in size. This one is actually bigger. The 43 Pro is actually bigger. The one that's better is the 405V, the Ambernic R405V. This one here has active cooling, and this active cooling right here, let me show you guys. This is the RG Cube. This is almost look like it's exactly alike. So Ambernic will take these shells, man, and make these shells and keep stuff pretty simple. You know, they keep it pretty simple, but it works really well. This one here works really well. Just wanted to show you guys a size comparison. But as far as build quality, right here, grade A right here, of course. So hope you guys like this video, man. And you guys like this video, y'all subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, you can hit that bell, and every time I put out about three Monday. I think I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I try to do every week. on my handhelds. So like I said, guys, like, subscribe, and if you guys have any comments, leave your comments in the comments section. You can also join the channel to help out. I think to join is like $2.99, so if you guys can do it, it would be appreciated, and it's a help. But other than that, I mean, I'm gonna keep putting these videos out, guys, and we're gonna keep it moving. But I appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all on the next one. This is Gorilla X Retro Gaming. Y'all be cool.